the goal is losing body fat, these are some of the choices I would go for when it comes to knowing what foods to eat. Now I've split it into different sections. So we've got carbs, we've got your veggies, and we've also got some fruit and also protein as well. So I'll start with the carbs and I'll work my way down. Now, most people think that they can't eat carbs when it comes to losing fat. That is completely false, okay? You can still eat carbs and lose fat. You just need to know what exactly to be eating so you don't spill over on your calories. Now, some of the things on my go-tos are sourdough bread. So you can have 2 slices with this in the morning with some eggs, a couple of eggs, 3 eggs, or even some egg whites. So that's a go-to, one of the staples I would have. You can get Jason's sourdough bread from most supermarkets. I would say this is one of the staples I would have. Oats, again, classic staple. I would have oats in the morning as an alternative breakfast, about 35 grams, heat it with some water, heat it on the hob, add some fruit in it, and then also add a little bit of Greek yogurt on top, around about 300 grams of low-fat Greek yogurt to bump your protein up, okay? So again, really satiating meal choice. Another one that a lot of people don't talk about is chickpeas, okay? High in fiber. These calories are a little bit higher, so effectively what I do with these is I use some passata, I season it, I put it on the hob, slow cook it for an hour or so while I'm doing some work in the background. Again, a bit of protein in there, some carbohydrates. You're also getting some flavor as well. It's going to keep you full because it's full of fiber. And lastly, but not least, one of my personal favorites, sweet potato. Again, peel these, chop them up, air fry them. Really, really good source of potassium, and also they're going to keep you full. So you can have these as chips, you can have as mash. Obviously, wash them first, peel them, and then you're good to go from there. So those are some of the carb choices. Now we've got the next part is your fruit. So bananas, you can add this to your oatmeal. A lot of people move away from fruits. I don't know why when it comes to losing fat. You don't need to shy away from fruits. If anything, I'll be increasing your fruit intake, okay? Just making sure you're going for fruits that are relatively low in sugar. So bananas are fine. The greener they are, they tend to be a little bit better. As they get a little bit darker, the sugar content can go up a little bit. So you can add these to an oatmeal. You can have these as a pre-workout snack, 45 minutes to an hour before. Got some potassium in there as well, so it keeps your muscles nice and full. Big one a lot of people miss out on. Butternut squash. Wash this, peel this, very, very low in calories. Considering it's a big amount, the quantity in itself is quite heavy. It's probably about 300-400 grams right there. Peel it, chop it up into cubes, put some olive oil on in the air fryer. It tastes just as good as chips if you season it nicely, okay? Really, really good hack, that one. And similar with watermelon as well. Obviously with this watermelon, honeydew melon, you can use normal watermelon. Peel it, chop it, great snack, and high water content, very low calories. It keeps you full and satiated. Okay, so you can have a fruit bowl, you can add some melon, you can have some strawberries. Again, one of my favorites, so berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, even black currants, those sorts of things as well, really good for keeping you satiated. Again, because they're fruit-based, high water-based as well, so it will keep you nice and full. Apples, again, you can add an apple to your oatmeal, have it as a snack, really good sound choice as well. Cucumber, again, a lot of these fruits and vegetables are high water content, so anything like cucumber, carrots, courgettes, keep you full, low calories as well, and that will allow you to stay fuller for longer, because the goal is when you're looking at losing body fat and you're cutting back your body fat, your calories are going to get lower, so you need to make sure your food choices are optimal. Hello? Oh, hi. I'm just recording something. You can come in if you want to. So next we're going to move on to protein, lastly but not least. Greek yogurt, that's the go-to, 0% Greek yogurt. High protein, low calories. You can have this with berries, you can have this on your oatmeal, you can have it as a snack, some dark chocolate on there. High protein quantity, relatively low calories as well. So you can get this from most supermarkets. This is a Skyr 0% fat one, really, really good. High protein, low calories. The same, now I'm not a massive fan of this, cottage cheese, low fat, high protein. So you're looking at about 30 grams per pot. Now, for some of you, you could probably get for a pot a day. I personally couldn't. But again, you can use it as a topper to certain meals. You can add it to your Greek yogurt if you want to, if you're into that sort of thing, and you can add some fruit to it to get your protein and also get a little bit of carbs in there as well. Okay, egg whites, really, really good choice, okay, because low calories. Now per pack, we've got how much have we got here? Yeah, so about 400 grams in here, and with that being said, you've got 55 grams of protein per pack. Low calories. You can have it as an omelette, scrambled egg, you can add some low-fat cheese in there. Again, really low calories, very high protein. So that would be something else I'd go for. You can even add some, if you're into it, cottage cheese into there. Again, gets your protein intake up, okay? Now, mackerel. Mackerel sardine is really good, omega fatty acids. So you do want to be consuming your fish as well to get your fatty acids in, really beneficial. The calories are a little bit higher. So it's not that you can't have it, you just need to be more mindful of how you're going to integrate it in. So you could have it with something like sweet potato, you could grill it, you could put it with the chickpeas, you want to bulk the meal up. So with foods that are higher in calories, like your protein-based foods, like your fatty fishes, you want to bring the other choices around that, like your carbs, not necessarily down, but you want to make sure that you're having carbs that are not going to be too heavy, so your calories are going to be bumping up. Okay, so again, I really like these, really good, and again, really good for your brain health. Eggs, again, similar to the mackerel, sardines. With these, again, you can have them, there's no problem. A good fatty acid as well. People shy away from eggs, I don't know why. I would say bump the eggs up as much as you can. You've got good cholesterol in there as well, good fat, good protein. Going to give you a really good kick in terms of getting that protein in. So you can have this in omelette, 3 eggs, I would say, with a slice of sourdough bread, spinach, a great breakfast choice, okay? And then whitefish, whether it's haddock, pollock, bassa. I tend to shy away from bassa. I know I got it this week, so I wasn't in the supermarket, any whitefish. Whitefish is really good. You're looking at per 100 grams, 23 grams of protein. So again, you could be having 150 to 200 grams short of that per meal. Make sure you weigh it once it's cooked. But again, high protein quantity in terms of the calories as well, being a little bit lower. So those are some of the go-to things I'd say when it comes to cutting body fat. That's the kind of go-to shopping list I would be looking at. There are other things on here that I've missed out, more veg, more fruit, but they're your basics. Build your meals around those, get your protein source, your carbs, and build your meal around that.